And even should love not be returned, it is not lost. For love not reciprocated will flow back to you and soften and purify your heart. OG Mandino with the truth. Day 5, what's happening, replay viewers? What's happening, friends? My boy Kevin P. Waterman, morning. Happy Tuesday. We're continuing the journey of love. Last day, day 5. We made it to this point, and we're going to talk about touch. Lily! What's up, girl? Love you. Not a replay viewer. Yeah, bro, you're live in this. Love it. Talking about touch. Woot woot. Raise the roof. Make it rain. So, we made it. Day 5. If you haven't watched the whole love series, go back, watch it. This has been an amazing journey for myself. And today we're going to talk about love and how the touch of love, actually. The language of touch, most importantly. So, I mean, touch is so powerful in a relationship. It's so powerful even from the point of infancy. Just coming from the womb and the mother just having their young, skin to skin, just that touch, having that bond from just the beginning of time. Unfortunately, as in developing and going forward, we making it rain. I love it. Making it rain. Just going forward. Who else we got in here? Is that Mario? Hey, Mario. Good morning. Good morning. So, as I was saying before, even from going from infancy and becoming adults of our own selves, we go to the point where we develop our own language of love. Maybe there's people that don't actually like the form of love as in touch. So I think, when we go forward and we think about that, the biggest thing is respecting someone else's zone when it comes to touch. I mean, obviously it's got to be consensual. Don't get lawsuits, people. Don't just go out and just start trying to hug a whole bunch of people. But I think when it comes to overall, either from like having lovers, family, friends, I think there's so many different levels of touch, whether it's from companionship or it's intimacy of touch. That's probably more for like lovers, people that are married, or you have light touch or connecting touches, which is with more like your friends. You're sharing hugs, things like that. That's one of the biggest things. But I think it's so medicinal to a relationship and having touch and experiencing that form of love with other people. And for lovers, it's a sense of having security as well. But I think it's so important in relationships because sometimes, whether you're in a marriage or you're with somebody, sometimes there's an unequal balance. Some people can only tolerate and have such a different comfort level when it comes to touch. Maybe someone doesn't want to be hounded all the time and hugged all the time, and that's okay. I mean, that they experience that in a different sense. But I think the most important thing is just having that conversation and having that level of knowing what's okay and what's not okay with touch, because everybody experiences love differently and everybody takes love differently. So that's one of the biggest things that I think is so important, especially when it comes to touch, because I think it is so powerful and I think it's such a nice way to express yourself. But at the same time, you want to respect somebody else and how they feel about it. It's definitely one of the biggest things. And even just touch with your kids, I think, just being able to have that bond and experience that. I mean, just keeping that strong. So important, so huge. And, that's one of the biggest things. I think the biggest takeaway from this is ultimately just respecting someone else and how they feel about experiencing love and the touch and not experiencing, but actually respecting what their level of love is. Not forcing what your feelings of love is onto someone else, but actually respecting what they actually get out of love. Because we all speak different languages of love. That's the biggest thing. We all speak different languages of love, but we just have to respect each other's perception and perspective on love. So I appreciate everyone that's watched this whole entire 5-day journey. It's been awesome. Have a very nice day. If you got some value out of it, as always, drop it in the comments. Appreciate everybody. Have a fantastic day. Take care.